Yeah. Yo, GTD, that's trophoblastic disease. From moles to cancer, let me break it with ease. The spectrum's wide, from benign to malignant fate. Let's educate, medicate, don't hesitate. Gestational, trophoblastic, yeah, we going deep. Yeah. Stay focused, take notes. This knowledge you got a key. Yeah. Started with a complete mode, that's what I know. 46 double X. Paternal genes in the flow. No fetal tissue present, that's the key distinction clear. Androgenetic makeup, only dad contributed here. Ultrasound shows snowstorm, granular appearance tight, diffuse hyperplasia, trophoblast, proliferate right. Rape light, vesicles hanging, filling up the space, HCG astronomical. Sky high levels raised. Decalutine cysts are bilateral and swollen. Preeclampsia creeping before 20 weeks. The token. Severe morning sickness, vaginal bleeding too. These are the clinical signs showing what you gotta do. Complete versus partial, that's the contrast we need. No fetal parts, incomplete, that's the medical creed. Partial's got fetal tissue. Triploid's the game, 2 sperm plus 1 egg, but the presentation ain't the same. GTD spectrum, from benign to the worst, moles to choriocarcinoma. Understand this first. Complete versus partial. Learn the difference today, that's the foundation of GTD's complex way. Now the partial mole stepping in triploid genetics play. 69 triple X or 69 double XY. 2 sperm fertilize 1 egg, that's the mechanism clear. Focal hyperplasia, not diffuse. That's the sphere. Fetal parts are present, some development you'll see. HCG elevated, but not astronomical. Relatively less dramatic than the complete, the levels ain't as high. Lower molar tissue, that's the reason why. Clinical presentation's more like normal pregnancy too. Vaginal bleeding happens, but preeclampsia is not as true. Before 20 weeks it rarely shows that sign. Partial moles deceptive, can be hard to define. But pathology reveals it with the fetal tissue there. Triploid karyotype shows in cytogenetic care. Complete versus partial, that's the contrast we need. No fetal parts, incomplete, that's the medical creed. Partial's got fetal tissue. Triploid's the game, 2 sperm plus 1 egg, but the presentation ain't the same. GTD spectrum, from benign to the worst, moles to choriocarcinoma. Understand this first. Complete versus partial. Learn the difference today, that's the foundation of GTD's complex way. Invasive mole coming through, penetrating deep into the myometrium, that's where it creeps. Retains the village structure, that distinction strong. Can metastasize though things going wrong, but mostly stays local, contained in the womb's wall. Choriocarcinoma's the worst, most aggressive of all. No villi present, hemorrhagic tissue spread. Early metastasis filling doctors with dread. Lungs are the primary site where it goes. Brain, liver and vagina, the clinical nose. Can arise after any pregnancy, miscarriage or birth. Abortion or rectal pick, it can show its worth. But is the good news that we gotta relay. Chemotherapy works excellent, makes it go away. Most response to trophoblastic tumor on the scene, highest cure rate. Prevention, keeping patients clean. STT producing HPL, not HCG, the main. Placentocyte trophoblastic, slow growth is the change. Less chemotherapy responsive, surgery is the way. Epithelioid trophoblastic tumor, same presentation display. Rare recurrence, similar treatment protocol too. Surgery primary, chemo, not breaking through, but the moles in choriocarcinoma, that's the main event. Complete, partial, invasive, and malignant descent. Complete versus partial, that's the contrast we need. No fetal parts, incomplete, that's the medical creed. Partial's got fetal tissue. Triploid's the game, 2 sperm plus 1 egg. GTD, full spectrum's the name. Invasive mole penetrating, choriocarcinoma spread. Chemotherapy saves the day, bring patients back from the dead. GTD spectrum, from benign to the worst. Understand this pathology, satisfy your thirst. Complete versus partial. We as TT2, the full spectrum of GTD. Now you got the truth. Gestational, trophoblastic disease. Complete mole partial, invasive with E. Choriocarcinoma's the deadliest game, but chemotherapy beats it. Remember the name? GTD spectrum, from start to the end. Medical education, on that we depend. Learn medicine with songs is the mission here. Keep your knowledge sharp and crystal clear.